Okay, so we be in the Muur, Belgium. Up in here, there's like a exposition building. It's a new one, and I just wanted to take the time while I'm traveling a little bit to compare the GoPro Hero Black 9, if that's the name, versus the iPhone 14 Pro for y'all. And basically, I'm going to do two different tests. Which is the first one is going to be 4K 24 frames per second a video, and I also want to take like 1 or 2 pictures. And the second test will be 4K 60 frames per second, so it will be good to check stabilization also between the two devices, and gonna take also 2 pictures maybe, with that. I gotta say, it's beautiful weather out here, so let's just rolling on. Oh, one more thing, if I'm correct, so we will do, this is very hard actually, because the GoPro, if I'm correct, is a 15mm f2.8, while the iPhone on its widest is 30mm f2.2. But it's very hard for me to get the same focal length, so bear in mind that there are little differences, but I just want to show you the difference in quality at 4K between both devices. Okay, let's go. Okay, and this is gonna be the first test of the GoPro versus the iPhone. The GoPro using 15mm and the iPhone using 30mm. We are at 4K 60 frames per second, both devices. I cannot set anything on the iPhone except the frames per second. This is just how it will record by itself. So let's wiggle a little bit. Beautiful bridge over there. That's too much into the sun, so I don't want to I think the GoPro stability will be better, but that's just a guess. There's nothing on the iPhone, just the normal stabilization. Okay, now we're gonna switch to 24 frames per second. Okay, so now we're taking another video with 24 frames per second. Same place we were with the 60 frames. I'm just gonna wiggle a little bit, see what happens over there, and just recording of this beautiful city. Beautiful bridge. I don't want to get into the sun too much. Let's check out nearby what happens. Over here, we're at the beautiful exposition building. Okay, so now I actually want to find out how it's doing with the ladder. So I'm walking on the ladder, holding both devices. And this is 60 frames, by the way. So we got the iPhone on 60 frames, 4K. We got the GoPro 60 frames, 4K. And we be walking. So I'm expecting the iPhone to have the GoPro. I'm expecting the GoPro to have way better stabilization in there, but you never know. Check out the building over there. But we want to have the wiggly effect. See how that's gonna be in the movie. Highlights and all that. Walking in this beautiful city. Little cute bench up here. Can have a rest, can have a drink. There's some cool skaters up there, all the way in the back. That's that cool building. And I'm going to try and take it there, that side. Take some cool videos of it, some pictures. We're going to post them later on Pinterest maybe, you never know. And we're going to check out those cool graffitis over there. Let's take a look. So check out this beautiful house. Starts with the white and then it goes over to like green and some, branches and flowers and all of that. Fantasy. And I want to check out that one, green one. So this one over here, so cool. I like this type of art. And the stairs be moving, so I wonder about stabilization also. Okay, and apparently I need to use 2.8K on the iPhone and 2.7 on the GoPro if I want to use action mode on the iPhone and then have the GoPro at the same, you know, kind of comparison. Okay, and I want to run for this test. So we got the stairs, as you can see. We're running a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna show you myself because the sun is shining so hard from that side that I just don't wanna get the sun all up in the camera, right? Whew. That was a little bit of run. I'm definitely out of shape. Okay. How was that? I'm very curious about the result. Very. Okay, now that I need to go down, let's run a little bit. How was that? Better or not? See, I actually never use the own camera or the iPhone camera app because it's just not good for me. You know, I want to choose all my settings manually, and I'm not able. You know, even now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm recording with the native app of the iPhone versus the GoPro, where I can control the settings, but I don't know what to tell you about the iPhone. The only thing that we're able to choose on the iPhone is the frame rate and resolution, of course, you know, like 4K. What is this? A little bit of art going on in the city. Let's try it out. Tant qu'un arbre sera, tout soufflé à qui, tant qu'un bourgeon se gonfle, l'espoir chemine. Philippe Jones. Yeah, that's how my French is. I'm not talking about the kisses though. So we're walking still, 24 frames. We got the goose over here. Geese, goose, para boom, para roos. They're like, what's up? Okay, so we are back to 4K 60 right now. Native app on the iPhone and the GoPro by its own, of course. And here's a little trick, and I'm not a pro by all means, you know, but if the sun is messing with you, you know, want to take a picture or a video, you know, you're not gonna do it like this, obviously. Like, try to find a spot where, you know, you can like hide the sun from entering the lens. Now, of course, you can see it here. I'm protecting the GoPro lens right now, so I could, you know, play around with it. I could do this, you know, but it's not gonna cover the iPhone. So just think about it, you know. Perhaps you could even use the pole, you know, something like this. You know, think about these kind of solutions if you want to, like, you know, take care of the situation. Now, apparently, all of my videos before this were not on the super wide mode on the GoPro, so it was not like a real honest comparison. Now we are actually on the super wide, which is 15mm versus iPhone 13mm. I cannot touch the shutter speed of the iPhone right now, so the speed on the GoPro is 384. Both are at 24 frames per second with 4K resolution, but this is actually wide mode. As before, I was recording videos with the GoPro on wide and not super wide. But yeah, I'm not gonna go back and do them all over again. So keep that in mind. Now I'm actually recording a video in 19 to 39 millimeters on the GoPro and the iPhone on 24 millimeters. Let's wiggle also a little bit. This is linear mode on the GoPro. I will need to take the videos again, from before, because it's not gonna be honest otherwise. Okay, now I also want to give you narrow mode, which is 27 millimeters versus 24 on the iPhone. This is how that looks. Gotta watch out for the sun, of course. I'm happy there's so many aspects out here. Like, you got sidewalk, then you got water, then you got the buildings, bridge, clouds. A lot of cool stuff in here that you can compare it to. Of course, we're gonna do a walking test. Hold on for that. Okay, now after doing all these tests, I feel like I also need to do a walking test at 24 frames per second. GoPro at 27 millimeters, narrow mode, and the iPhone at 24 millimeters. It's gonna be a lot of highlights. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's keep walking and hold it, towards something while we walk, just to see the difference. Now, too bad I cannot show you the exhibition building from here. There's a lot of sun, but soon we will. Okay, so now I actually can go to super wide mode on the GoPro and super wide on the iPhone and show you that building over there, because the sun is just behind the bridge, so it's not gonna be in our way. Let's take a little walk. Sun is gonna appear soon again, but yeah, it is what it is. So, under the bridge, I'm curious about lightning, or the light and quality. Check out details of the bridge. We got this part of the city with some art in it.